Hey, you guys, good morning. So, I wanted to bring some tips to you guys based on the weekly check in. We always ask at every weekly check in, what are some upcoming obstacles that you might need extra support with? And the biggest one this week with like most of my clients is the Super Bowl. Of course, the Super Bowl comes with staying up later. It comes with extra yummy snacks and possibly drinks. So all of those like calories and things can add up, and it can pose some challenges when you're trying to like have healthy goals. So I have some tips for you guys. I promised that I would share some tips, and I hope these tips help you. They're super simple. Again, remember, it doesn't have to be complicated to be successful, to make progress. You really do just need to keep things simple. Focus on one thing at a time. So number one is to stick with your routine before the game. So if you are watching the football game, the Super Bowl starts at 6:30 p.m. So you don't have anything going on until then, most likely. So attempt to have the rest of your meals be balanced, load up on protein, make sure that you're close leading up to having like a normal lunch with a balanced meal and even a dinner, because usually Super Bowl sometimes can be more snacky. So if you're having balanced meals through the day and not saving your calories, you're going to be able to make much more intentional choices when it is game time. Number two is to stay hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water through the whole day. A lot of times, like hydration and how much water you've had in the day can make or break your decisions. Your brain can't differentiate between hunger and thirst. And also, if you're dehydrated, it can really amp up cravings. So making sure you start with a full glass of water before you even have a cup of coffee or tea in the morning. Make sure you have a quota to hit a certain amount of water by noontime. Carry your water bottle around with you. For me personally, I will be traveling on Sunday and I will be having Super Bowl in the evening. We're hosting something. So making sure I have that water bottle filled up is going to be key. Number three is to get movement earlier on in the day. Plan ahead. So what does your day look like? Get an early morning walk or some gym time, maybe mid-afternoon after lunchtime, go for a little walk. A little bit of movement just sets the tone for the day, for setting the intention with your choices as you approach game time. And extra snacks. During the game, number one, use a plate instead of eating from the buffet. So instead of grazing, have little paper plates out and just help yourself to whatever you would like, but fill it in a plate. That keeps you more aware of what you're taking in rather than grazing, because grazing can certainly end up being really mindless. So pick and choose what you want, put it on a plate versus mindlessly munching and grazing and picking, because that's where it can really add up and we can get ourselves in trouble with overindulging. Next up is to put your utensils down between bites. That's a big one for slowing down eating. Just like eating slowly and mindfully, really listening to your hunger. If you're eating really fast, your body hasn't registered that you're full, so next thing you know, you're overstuffed and you don't feel well. So taking that time by setting down your utensil or just like really thoroughly chewing your food and slowing down and paying attention to how you feel will help you be a lot more mindful, eating until you're satisfied and not overly stuffed. And then the next one is to snack on veggies first. Be that person that brings the veggies or provides the veggies or something super veggie loaded. That way there is something available to you that you can munch on. Veggies are higher volume for fewer calories. They are crunchy, they have a lot of fiber, they keep you full, and they take a lot longer to chew. So having the veggies first will help you fill up your tummy on something fiber rich, something filling, and then whatever else you want, enjoy it, and without guilt, because it's a Super Bowl and the Super Bowl happens once a year if that's your jam. And then some healthier food swap ideas for you guys. If you are planning on wings, air frying them or baking them is much healthier than deep frying them. I know that's kind of a no-brainer, but anything you're going to deep fry can be loaded with extra fat and calories when you can air fry, which I have 2 air fryers, so that can save a lot of calories on extra fats. The next up one, if you are making something like dip, if it calls for sour cream, you can use plain Greek yogurt as a substitute for at least half of it. So you're reducing not only fat, but you're amping up the protein in that. Next up, instead of having chips, if you want something crunchy, you can opt for something like popcorn. Popcorn is high fiber, low calorie, depending on how you cook it, trying to make it more air popped or less oil. But that can help you get that crunchy, salty fix without having the potato chips. Or if you really love the potato chips, look for something with lower fat, like the baked options of the potato chips. And then next up, if you are having something like sliders or tacos or something, you can really amp up the volume of vegetables there. Like you can provide extra lettuce to put up the volume. You can do extra, so extra turkey if you're gonna have like roll-ups. Those are a really great like munchy thing, maybe with a little bit of cheese and lettuce, pickles, things like that. Just kind of having things to pick at that are typically lower calorie and crunchy, and that can help you kind of get that little fix of like picking things that you want that are higher volume, lower calorie. And then some food ideas. If you guys are looking for something. For me personally, I don't know for sure what I'm doing yet. I haven't actually planned that far ahead. It's more of a potluck, but I will be providing the veggies, and I was thinking something like a burrito bowl bar, where you have like a couple of meat options, you have lots of veggies, and then people can pick and choose what they want and assemble their own burrito bowls. Of course, having the beans, having the cheese, having the guacamole, the lettuce, and all of that, so that it's, again, kind of like build your own based on what you feel like having that day. But of course, adding a veggie tray is an easy way, foolproof way to have lower calorie, crunchy options. Having something like Greek yogurt mixed with like a packet of ranch seasoning or hummus is also a great one. These are classic party snacks, but healthier. And then you can have something like roasted sweet potato skins. That's an idea, with black beans, avocado, a little bit of bacon, and like a light sprinkle of cheese. Kind of like a loaded potato, but potato skins can be really delicious and savory, but also healthy and fiber rich. Next up, if you like dips, again, we talked about hummus dip. You can also make like a bean dip, something like that, a taco dip, something that has a little bit of extra protein in it. Again, subbing out your sour cream for some Greek yogurt to make it extra protein. Another foolproof one, which I love personally, is shrimp cocktail. If you like that whole, it's low fat, you can't get any better than that. It's loaded with protein, and it's really like zero prep work. So shrimp cocktail is also a great one. Again, you can do something like a taco bar, or you can even make like quesadillas. Those are really popular with the kids, getting like mini tortillas and having kids kind of assemble their own quesadillas. And you can actually air fry those, or you can put them on the stovetop if you have time. And again, the DIY, the popcorn, like that's kind of really affordable and high fiber and easy to make, and it's usually a hit with not only the adults but the kids. So that is it for my tips for the Super Bowl, you guys. Don't let yourself get overly hungry. Don't get overly thirsty. Plan ahead, get that movement in. I hope these tips help you. And even if you're not into the Super Bowl or into like late night football, which I typically am not, but the Patriots are playing, and we do have a couple of people coming over. I'm more in it for the hosting and the environment and spending time with friends. I love to just have an excuse to sit on the couch. And of course, the baby will be close to, if not already, in bed. So it's just a great way to like spend time with friends. Baby's asleep, spend time with Laura, watch the football game. So super excited about that. And I hope you guys have a great day, have a great weekend. If you are in my 90-day reset or you're a current client, remember, if you need extra support, you can always reach out to me. I'm super excited to see what the upcoming week brings, and we will talk to you soon.